Tour up against Stephen Bunting, who came through the UK qualifiers and then last night beat Jamie Robinson 6-2. And the winner of this one will take on Peter Wright, who looked in blistering form earlier on this evening, whitewashing Matt Clark, averaging over 103.6. And Rod Harrington back with us in the commentary box, and just witnessing Max Hopp knocking out Mervyn King, the number 8 seed. And great for Max Hopp, great for German darts, and great for us here to see a local player make it through to the Sunday, I always think, Rod.
You're absolutely right, Mike. I mean, to grow the sport as well, to have a good young German come through would be absolutely unbelievable. Commiserations to Mervyn King. You know, he's been one of the toughest dart players you're going to beat in 20 years, and that's what I just said to Max, who was a little bit angry with himself that he didn't have a good enough average. But do you know what? A win's a win.
Certainly
you know,
is.
He's in the Sunday play. But looking forward to this game, one of the games of the day for me. Both players are in good form. Both players are very rapid as well, so that's going to suit them. Well, there we go.
Straight away with a ton 80. We saw 7 perfect darts from Max Hopp a few moments ago. And what a time Stephen Bunting's having in the 18 months or so since joining, having lifted the BDO world title at the Lakeside.
96.
Premier League competitor and survived the cut there.
Well, betting-wise, Mike, Stephen Bunting started off just the odds-on favourite for this, 4-6 to 11-2 for Jamie Caven. And I couldn't split them, to be quite honest. I'd have had them 5-6-2.
Jamie, you require 167.
And this would be against the throw, so he needs to set it up. He's put himself in a great position after 9 darts and not really done the right thing there. So a chance for Bunting to set it up.
93.
And he's made a better job of it. But Shanghai on 20. As we see Relby John Rodriguez take this out at a crucial time against Van der Voort earlier on. And can Jamie Caven take it out? And that he does. Kicks off with a 180. Finishes off with a 120. Breaks the throw of Stephen Bunting. Game on.
Yeah, looking very good indeed is Jamie Caven, whose best result on the European Tour this year was the previous event to this one in Venray, Holland, where he reached the semi-final before losing to Justin Pipe, beating Kim Hybricks, John Henderson and David Pallett on the way to that semi-final. He did make a final in Salzburg, Austria last year.
125.
He was actually the man of the tournament, Mike.
Played very well all the way through, didn't he?
4 games, went all to the last leg, and they were all 12 darts against Taylor, Wright.
That's right. It
was an incredible display, and then he got in front of Van der Voort in the final and ended up losing.
But Van der Voort was on absolute fire that weekend, wasn't he, as
was.
well?
82.
Yes, they were the form horses that deserved to be in the final.
$57.
Well, the odds have changed around, so now Jamie Caven is the odds-on favourite. And I would imagine that those are going to fluctuate throughout this game. But the one bet for me again is over 9.5 on the legs, if your bookmaker is doing
98.
it.
Jamie, you require 138.
Well, over 9.5. 4-5 with some bookmakers.
98.
And I have to say, Mike, that looks the bet for me.
Yeah, he's got 6 darts, Jamie Caven, to take out this double top.
43. Jamie, you require 40. Game shot on the second leg. Jamie Caven.
Well, not a very good leg from Stephen Bunting. He's thrown 15 darts and still on 143, so he's going to have to step up on that. As yet, not got his scoring power going, as we can see. 78, Steve will know that that's not good enough. But certainly the one thing does happen with these top players, it doesn't stay at that. They do tend to improve.
It's 2-2 between the pair of them in terms of previous meetings. They met twice on the European Tour last year in Düsseldorf. Jamie winning the second round match 6-4 there. And in the third round in Salzburg, Jamie winning 6-5 before going on to that final that we mentioned in the tournament against Vincent van der Voort.
Well, that's a great dart from Bunting. Needs to find another treble from that.
100.
And he'll be disappointed with that because there was a huge amount of room.
$131.
That's a good switch. 2 darts at treble 20 to leave the bullseye.
100. Jamie, you require 130.
He wants the bullseye.
99. Stephen, you require 116.
So a chance to get a leg on the board for the man from St Helens.
60.
Instead,
Jamie, you require 31.
a chance for Jamie Caven then to put some clear daylight between himself and his opponent, wanting double 12 here.
19.
Just
Stephen,
inside.
you require 56.
Well, he's not been playing well at the moment, Stephen, but he's been given a chance here. A chance he has to take.
36. Jamie, you require 12.
And he can't do it. And Caven comes back again. Will he split it or go straight for the double 3? He is going straight for it.
6 score. Stephen, you require 20.
More double trouble at the start of a game here in Riesa.
Game
And
shot.
Stephen Bunting wins a scrappy old leg in 19 darts, but it does get him up and running.
60. $100.
Great new camera angle from our crew. Really in depth, it's right into that treble 20.
45.
And tomorrow's third round, which gets underway at 1 o'clock local time here. Starting to take shape quite nicely. One of the games, Michael Smith against Steve Beaton. Rowby John Rodriguez against Terry Jenkins. Ian White against Robert Thornton. Brendan Dolan will take on Dave Chisnell. Max Hopp, who just saw off Mervyn King, keeping the German flag flying into the third day of the competition. He'll be up against Justin Pipe.
60.
And all of the details of the draw and the schedule for tomorrow will be on the PDC website later on tonight once we wrap up the second round action here.
60.
Still to come, Michael van Gerwen, the #1 seed and 4-time winner on the European Tour this year, up against
60.
William O'Connor. And then Simon Whitlock, who always gets a great following out here in Germany, up against Daryl Gurney, completing the second round draw.
135. Jamie, you require 149.
So a chance for Bunting to
137.
win against the throw this fourth
Stephen,
leg.
you require 46.
Yes, chance to level it up. It's not been the greatest of legs, been a bit scrappy. But Stephen Bunting's not going to worry about that. If he can hit the double 8,
30.
and again he's just pulled
Jamie,
it to the
require
outside.
12.
So Caven's been down this route before and missed. Well,
Game
this
shot
time he
the full
hasn't.
flag. Jamie Caven, fifth leg.
But
Stephen,
certainly
the front
Stephen Bunting
first.
now
Game
has
on.
got a lot to do. He had a chance to break the throw of Caven there. 2 darts at a double. Well, that's about as close as we can get you to actually looking into that treble 20.
100.
His first ton 80. Stephen Bunting of this match. Can he follow it up? Well, he might do, you know.
140.
Oh, not quite. Still a great leg, though. But back comes Jamie.
100.
With a ton 80 of his own.
182.
His second of the match.
49.
It's not a time to hit a bad score. Will Jamie Caven punish him?
100.
Partially punished him. So now Stephen Bunting's going to have to go the bullseye route with this first dart. Oh, and he's missed that. Pulling a few darts to the left, isn't he?
Jamie, you require 121.
We saw him take out a 120. 1-2-1 won't happen now, so
Stephen, you require 40.
Bunting an immediate chance to reduce the arrears.
Inside the fifth leg. Sam Upton, 6-leg Jamie to throw first. Game on.
Well, Jamie Caven's still a favourite, around 1-2 on. Bunting 6-4.
60.
Bunting fires in a good leg here, then he will be the one that goes odds on. So if you're going to have a gamble on Bunting, you're gambling on him winning this leg, and that's not a bad start.
Yeah, we saw him make his Premier League debut
85.
this year. We've seen him take part in the World Series events, reach a quarter-final at Alexandra Palace, semi-final of the UK Open.
85.
He's wasted a few darts of Stephen, and they've all been to the left.
104.
Don't understand that third dart of Jamie's, but never mind.
140.
Well, certainly now a chance for Bunting to level it up. And as I said, saying that, if Jamie Caven fills that up, well, he's in with a chance. And now Stephen Bunting's got to take this 96 out.
Game shot.
Well, good quality leg that from both players, to be fair. An 11 darter from Stevie Bunting.
Yes, and as I said, if you gambled on Stephen Bunting, you were gambling on him to win that leg, because he has now gone around 8 to 13 on, and Jamie Caven at 6-5. So I said at the beginning of the match, this would go backwards and forwards. And if you took the 4-5 on over on the legs, then you should be sitting pretty comfortable.
140. 140. 60.
And whoever does come through promises to be a cracker tomorrow afternoon against Peter Wright.
Stephen, you require 121.
Yeah, was not interested in going for the bullseye, the 51. He come down to the 19s because it hidden the treble 20 up. Just wanted to set it up. Weren't going to worry about the bullseye. Just wants his 32. To go in the lead for the very first time. And a good 13 dart leg to do so.
8-leg Jamie to throw first.
And is the tide turning in the direction of Stephen Bunting here?
60.
Well, Jamie's in trouble if he drops this leg, because Bunting's on a bit of a run.
Good checkout percentage, 50%.
65.
From Stephen.
55. $120.
Well, I think that hit the top of the stem of the other dart. I don't think they even got near the dartboard. But Jamie just cannot buy a treble now. Really has gone off the boil.
60.
And a chance for Bunting then maybe to take control.
100.
And if he were to take this leg, it would be against the throw and put him within one of victory.
140.
So that's better from Jamie.
I'm surprised that Stephen, although he has found the treble,
100.
I'm surprised he didn't go down for the 19s, because 4 19s at 96 would have left 120, which would have been really nice. But Jamie needs another one of those trebles and hits it, sets it up perfectly.
Stephen, you require 160.
To go 5-3 up, big darts for Stephen Bunting. He's going to get a dart at double 18, and double 18 it is. Superb darts from Stephen Bunting.
Stephen to throw first.
Well, now he steps up to throw for the match.
And he was slow getting going here, Stephen Bunting. Lost the first 2 legs, and then has slowly clawed his way back in. But now really turned things around. Just 60 though at the start of this leg. But
100.
Jamie with that last start in treble 20 was much needed.
$93. $100.
Needs to find a couple of trebles on a couple of visits. The one treble is not going to be enough, especially the way Stephen Bunting's been playing the last, 4 legs.
And Caven and Wright in the half of the draw with Peter Wright, the number 2 seed here. Rabbi John Rodriguez and Terry Jenkins, Michael Smith and Steve Beaton, Ian White and Robert Thornton all in this half of the draw.
$59.
Well, there's the chance that Jamie Caven needed, but he's got to make sure. Oh, and he has made sure. Brilliant. He's gone for the 25 to leave a 2-darter. Sometimes the risk on the 3 big trebles works. Double 18 now to stay in this match. And he's left the double 9
Stephen,
switch.
you require 129.
And we'll just have to pray that Stephen Bunting can't take out this 129. Otherwise, Jamie Caven is on his way home back to Derby.
Now, is he going to go for this double 9, or is it 2 double 8, Mike?
Jamie, you require
We've seen this double 9
80.
costs people so much.
He's going straight for it.
Nice.
Wow.
It's ironic,
It's
isn't
gone
it?
inside, yeah.
Stephen, you
Great
require
mark with the first
88.
start. A bit further away with the second, and then over-pitched it, overcompensated the other way, and ends up on that dreaded single 9. Double 14 for the match for Stephen Bunting. And he does it. Turns it right around to knock out the number 15 seed here. And it will be Stephen Bunting taking on Peter Wright tomorrow afternoon. That should be a real cracker on stage here at the Saxon Arena in Riesa, where the International Darts Open continues, and the number 1 seed, Mighty Mike van Gerwen, is on stage next. He'll be taking on the Irishman, Willie O'Connor. Stay with us.
Well done, Jav. Great performance there. Right then. So the Bullet makes it into the next round. Fantastic dart. Some really great darts there, buddy. Up against your mates from the UK. How did it all go for you?
Really nervous, to be honest. I've been in the venue since probably 5 o'clock this afternoon, and obviously Jamie's a fantastic player. You know, you've got to play to the best of your game, which I didn't do tonight, but thankfully for me, Jamie didn't play his best, so I'm happy to scrape with a win.
We spoke earlier and you thought that this would be great preparation for the World Series in Japan, which you leave on Tuesday. Are you still thinking along them lines?
Of course, yeah. I'm still in the tournament. I'm dangerous now, going into the final day, and let's see what happens, and hopefully I can be on that plane with the trophy from here and take it all the way to Japan.
And what about this crowd here in Riesa, Germany? Are they a magnificent crowd?
Absolutely magnificent, yeah. I've played in Germany quite a few times this year already, and I love the support. I love the Stephen Bunting.
Stephen Bunting, everybody! Fantastic, wunderbar.